Good morning, guys. So today I have my October TBR, and I am so sad because the October box for the Fall Reading Challenge from Booksparks just arrived at our Denver house, and I am stuck in Nevada, so I am begging my husband to ship those to me so that I can get them because I want to add a few of those to the list as well. So this is just a temporary or whatever you want to call it, but this is what I'm attempting to get through, and then of course I'm going to add another one or whatever I can get through of the box from the Fall Reading Challenge. So I'm going to start with the books, and then I'm going to have a couple comics, graphic novels, all that good stuff towards the end. This is what I plan on reading. Let me know below what you plan to read, and hopefully we can buddy read or chat about current reads if you've read something that I'm about to read recently. So yeah, let's jump into it. The first one is Snowfall on Haven Point by Ray Ann Thine, and this is sent to me by Little Bird Publicity. I am so excited. It sounds really great. This is a romance. It's about a girl named Andrea, and she loses her husband, she has kids, and she goes to this little town of Haven Point where they're gonna enjoy Christmas there. And she has, I think it's either a friend or a sister, I can't really remember, but she ends up taking care of this guy, and he is a police officer, and she somewhat falls in love with him. They're kind of denying it, and it just sounds like it's gonna be a really great little romance, a nice little heartwarming book, and again, the cover's super cozy. I am ready for this, so it's going to be thrown in there with my thrillers. I will have the full review up by October 20th because I am included in the blog tour, so I'm really excited. Stay tuned for that. And yes, let there be snow. The next one is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Like I said in my previous video, the movie is getting ready to be released, so I'm hoping this is going to be a really great adaptation, and I've heard really, really good things about A Monster Calls, and the artwork inside of it looks pretty great too. I think this is so fitting for October, and I'm hoping to read this a little bit closer to Halloween and really just hope that I get a little spooked by it or whatever, but I think this is just going to be a really great read for this month. So I don't know a ton about it. I just know, like I said, that I've heard great things and that it is supposed to be really awesome, so I am really excited to read this month. Then I have The Red Sun by Elaine Adams, and this one I actually started in September and just didn't get quite to the point where I could finish it, but it was on my list to finish for October, and we are 4 days in, and I did just finish this yesterday. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It's a middle grade read, and if you are fans of Percy Jackson, which I haven't read, but I've seen a few of the movies, so I think it's right up that alley. I also think it's very similar to Narnia and a little bit with that magical feel for a little bit of Harry Potter in there. But this is really enjoyable. I'll have a full review up for you soon, so stay tuned. To go ahead and bounce off of The Red Sun, I have its sequel, Kalfus Rising by Elaine Adams. This was sent to me by Booksparks, and I'm really excited. Again, this middle grade read really surprised me. I wasn't sure what to expect. I mean, it sounded good, but I wasn't sure if I was going to really love it, and I actually really did. I thought it was just really fantastic, and I'm excited to get into this. So we just continue following this guy named Sam and his friends Leo and Keely and Howie on this journey. So we know that he has kind of already battled the Red Sun in its previous book, and so now we are going to continue on with our journeys in Orkney and try to save the realm against a battle with these witches. So it just, like I said, was really enjoyable, really quick paced, and I can't wait to finish this one. Then, because I was moving and everything got put in boxes, I didn't get a chance to read any of the September books that Bookspark sent for their September reading challenge, and Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris is right up my alley. It's, again, thriller season, so I'm so excited. I definitely want to get to this one, and as soon as I can get those other books from my husband, like I said, I'm going to dive into one of those as well, but this one was really high up, and I've been getting a ton of comments on Instagram about people that absolutely love this, said they couldn't put it down, so I'm very excited to jump into it. And if you don't know about this, I'm just going to read the synopsis that the book has because I don't want to butcher anything or give anything away. And like I said, I don't know a ton about it except for I've just heard some really great things. So I'm just going to read this to you. He has looks and wealth. She has charm and elegance. He's a dedicated attorney who has never lost a case. She's a flawless homemaker and masterful gardener and cook, and she dotes on her disabled younger sister. Though they're still newlyweds, they seem to have it all. You might not want to like them, but you do. You're hopelessly charmed by the ease and comfort of their home, by the graciousness of the dinner parties they throw. You'd like to get to know Grace better, but it's difficult because you realize Jack and Grace are inseparable. Some might call this true love, others might wonder why Grace never answers the phone, or why she can never meet for coffee, even though she doesn't work. How can she cook such elaborate meals but remain so slim? Or why she never seems to take anything with her when she leaves the house, not even a pen. Or why there are high-security metal shutters on all the downstairs windows. Some might wonder what's really going on once the dinner parties are over and the front door has closed. So excited for this one. All right, the last 4 things on my TBR currently are the comics and graphic novels, and I'm just going to kind of go through those pretty quickly with you. First off is Revival, and it is a rural noir by Tim Seeley and Mike Norton. I picked some that are a little bit more creepy, just again, because it's October and Halloween is coming, and Revival sounds like it's going to be right up that alley. So this is, from what I understand, basically kind of a different twist on the zombie thing. So there is this rural town where people are dying and they're coming back to life, but it's not your typical zombie. They come back and they look just like themselves. They still have their old memories. They still have everything, and they're still functioning like normal lives. They've just died. So it's very interesting to see that aspect kind of being turned away from the stereotypical zombie book. So I am really interested in seeing this, where it goes, how it all is, happening, I suppose, and what's actually caused it. So I'm definitely interested in this. I think its story is very intriguing and I'm excited for it. The next one is Sex Criminals Volume 1 by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky, and I believe I attempted to start reading this in September, only got a little ways in and then put it down, so I didn't find it super gripping, but it was something that I wanted to finish, so it was on my TBR again. I did just finish this too, and I will have this in a comic book wrap-up, but what I can tell you is it wasn't really what I thought. I'd heard so many great reviews on it, and I just expected a little more from it, and I was just kind of meh about it. So there's a few things that I struggled with, and I will definitely be putting that in the review, so stay tuned and subscribe if you want to hear more on my thoughts on that. Next up, to continue my love for Alex and Ada, is Volume 2 by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughn, and I'm just really excited to continue and see where this goes, because if you guys haven't read the first one, Alex is just a normal guy, Ada is an AI android, and he ends up falling in love with her, and he didn't want her in the first place. His grandmother had given her to him, and he ends up, like I said, falling in love with her, and he wants her to be more human, so we kind of follow this path of them, and I am curious to see where this is going, and I've heard mixed reviews about the second and third volume, but I'm excited to at least dive in, get some more answers, and I hope it's as enjoyable as the first one, and regardless, the artwork is really beautiful, so there's always that. Last up for the comics is Chew, Volume 1, called Taster's Choice, and this is by John Layman and Rob Guillory, well, I'm not really sure how you say that, so I apologize if I butchered it. Tony Chew is a detective with a secret, a weird secret. Tony Chew is a cybopathic, which means that he gets psychic impressions from whatever he eats. It also means he's a hell of a detective, as long as he doesn't mind nibbling on the corpse of a murder victim to figure out who done it and why. He's been brought on by the Special Crime Division of the FDA, the most powerful law enforcement agency on the planet, to investigate the strangest, sickest, and most bizarre cases. Presenting Taster's Choice, the first story arc of the sold-out and acclaimed surprise hit comic Chew, a twisted and dark, funny series about cops, cooks, cannibals, and clairvoyants. Sounds kind of disgusting, but I'm very intrigued by this and definitely looking forward to it. So perfect again for October, and if you've read this, let me know what your thoughts were. I've had it on my shelf for quite a while, so it's about time that I get to this. Alright guys, so that is everything that's on my TBR for October currently. Like I said, my hubby is going to ship me some of those books that I am so dearly missing right now, and I wish I was there to get them, but I'm not. I actually got the keys to our new house yesterday, so I'm going to move some stuff over and slowly try to start setting up our new lives here. So that's exciting, and it's also the release day for the new Harry Potter illustrated book, which is pre-ordered and should be arriving here to my parents' house today. So I'm so excited. Again, follow me on Instagram for more, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.